Even despite its popularity in today's day, I still can't help but think that gel ball just has this weird presence in the world of recreational blasted projectile sports. I'm kind of old school. I'm from the era of paintball when that used to be the premier outdoor sport. Now, since then, there have been a lot of changes and innovations to the sport. The inclusion of airsoft is a big one. This gel ball hobby, I'm not sure where it falls into when it comes to enthusiast communities. I don't even think there's a dedicated gel ball community of events. If I am wrong, please totally drop it in the comments and let me know where these communities and where these events exist. But as of my knowledge in today, I've only seen silly YouTube videos and TikTok shorts about people just nailing each other across rooms, a nightclub with like 50 people wielding these things, just making a complete mess of the area. So far, they've just left an impression in me that they're just kind of like a silly good old time. A few companies have actually taken gel ball serious enough to the level where they're already making dedicated blasters that look a little bit more professional, shoot at higher FPSs, and suitable for higher levels of competition. Primetime Toys, the makers of Dart Zone, is one of these companies. In 2021, Hydro Strike, the Gel Zone brand of Primetime Toys, started appearing on Walmart shelves with this blaster here, the Pulsar Pro, along with the Nebula, which I do not own, but I put a picture of it right here. By now, the gel ball hobby had already made its initial footprint. There have been countless amounts of gel ball companies, including Gel Blaster themselves, Splatterball, to think of a few. By the time that Dart Zone, or I should say Hydro Strike, entered this space, the gel ball hobby already had enough inertia of popularity. They decided it wouldn't be a bad investment, and I think it has paid off for the most part. I know that a lot of foam flingers, such as myself, are not completely over the fence and sold on this concept, but for the sake of just grabbing one of these and plinking in the backyard, it could be loads of fun. After an initial good reception from those blasters from Walmart, Primetime Toys unveiled their Target exclusive gel bead line, Gel Zone Pro. The Gel Zone Pro Stormer as their internal hopper pump prime. I can completely vouch for this blaster myself. I reviewed it a couple of months ago. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check out. I am completely in love with this blaster for being a non-gel person. The Hydrex was released right alongside the Gel Zone Pro Stormer. I, however, have not personally had a chance to play with this one yet, but I heard really cool things about it. Depending on how much interest you guys have in this, I might review it individually at some point. Fast forward to 8 months into the 2023 year. Here we are at the beginning of August. We were smacked with the delivery of the Kratos. This is pretty much the Target variant of the Pulsar Pro that I just showed you. However, as you can see, it seems to be a hugely massaged version of it in a tactical form. This teal color that's being rolled out with this Gel Zone series, it's completely gorgeous. We have this dark charcoal gray, which hits so nicely on it. Up here in the front, we can see lines similar to your beloved Thunderbolt, which I reviewed not too long ago. Beautiful blaster. We got hollow sight up here with an adjustable front blade sight here. Similar mag system to the Pulsar Pro. However, this one, I understand, has an LED lighting system built in to keep those glow-in-the-dark gel balls illuminated. Let's tear this box open and see what we get. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys, in your Kratos box, you get some warranty information. You get your operator's manual, of course, also detailing the contents of the box, your core blaster. God, this is such a beautiful color. I can't get over it. We have some iPro, which, by the way, this is the same iPro that is in all the Max series blasters. The Dictator, the Max Outlaw that I can think of, to name a few. Really good and ergonomic iPro. This is one of the most comfortable iPros, in my opinion, Dart Zone has put out to date. Collapsible stock, which obviously it's N-Strike compatible, as we can see right out of the box. Front blade sight and main hollow sight. And of course, here in this box, you have your battery charging cable. I assume the battery already comes pre-installed in the blaster. And then you have your gel beads. They're giving you 5,000 of the glow-in-the-darks and 5,000 of the regular gel beads, which I have to say, these standard gel beads are probably the best gel beads that I've played with. I've messed around with a lot of gel blasters to date, and by far, these shoot the hardest and the most accurate on any blaster. I use these in almost all my blasters. Really good gel beads so far. All right, guys, we already have some gel beads hydrated, so we will not have to wait for that. Without further ado, let's get this out of its cardboard confines. We're gonna try to get some daytime shooting. We're gonna try to get some nighttime shooting, and then, of course, we're gonna give our lasting impressions. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys, we're outside the Not Enough HQ. Battery handling, charging, and operation is very simple. The battery does come pre-installed, but not connected to the blaster. I'm pretty sure they do this to save space in the shipping box. You basically just open this panel like this, and you see the little connector here. The battery will already be in here. It's basically a 2-cell Li-ion with an internal protection chip. It does does have a balance charger lead already built into it, and the little harness that comes in the package allows you to balance charge this battery pack. Very cool of DartZone to do that so that enthusiasts don't have to go out and buy an expensive hobby charger. Now the white balance charger will only be used to charge the blaster. The micro XT30 connector will be used to operate the blaster. All you have to do is connect the battery just like that, and then you're gonna basically tuck your battery in like this, and then you're gonna replace the cover just like that, guys. This is very simple stuff. This blaster does have select fire. There's a 3-position switch on the blaster right here. The lowest position is safe, the middle position is single fire or semi-auto, and the last position is fully automatic fire. Now if the weather holds up today, we are going to do some glow-in-the-dark shoots when it gets a little darker out. For now, we're going to shoot some gel beads that I already had hydrated. This gel bead variety is the ones that I got with my Marftown blaster. Pretty cool little blaster that shoots in the 120s for a mild gameplay. I reviewed that blaster a couple weeks back, and this will also provide a good comparison of how good the actual name brand DartZone ammo is going to shoot once it gets a little darker. Releasing the mag in order to load is pretty simple. You basically just depress this lever right here, remove the mag. This mag is different from the Pulsar mag because it does have 2 contacts here. These contacts are going to serve to provide lighting for the illumination charge that your glow-in-the-dark gel beads are going to need for firing at night. Loading the mags is pretty simple. You have a little slide door here on the side of the mag that you open up, and you pretty much just pour your gel balls in. I already poured a decent amount, about 3/4 of the mag. There are probably like 300 rounds in here. We're just going to close that right up, and then pretty much just business as usual, guys. You insert the mag into your blaster and you're ready to shoot. We're going to do some semi-automatic, try to down these cans, have a little fun with some mag dumps and go full auto, and then hopefully once the night falls a little bit, we'll be shooting some nighttime gel. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys, now we're gonna go for a full auto action. I know these rounds are junk. I just wanted to see how this blaster reacts with junk or inferior ammo. Says a lot about the blaster. Apparently this blaster is like the AK-47 of gel blaster. It just eats everything, and if it doesn't eat it, it'll destroy the rounds before it gets jammed up. Let's do a quick full auto dump. Oh shit. Oh man, I don't know if this is gonna come out on camera, but I'm a sweaty mess right now. Even though I'm not a gel blaster kind of guy, I've played around with blasters enough to be able to give an objective opinion, and I could say that the Gelzone Kratos is just as good as any other premium blaster. It does everything that all the other blasters do, but in my opinion, it does it better. If you're a foam flinger, but you wanna just test out the gel space to see what the fuss is all about, to see if maybe it'll grow on you or if you can learn to like it, I can tell you it's a ton of fun plinking. I would say to definitely start with a Primetime Toys product. The Kratos is a great place to start because it also has a dual feature of functioning as a glow-in-the-dark gel blaster at night. It charges its own rounds and it does it very quickly. I was blown away how fast, just by pulling the trigger, there's just a quick flash of blacklight LED, and that is just enough to light every single gellet that flies out the barrel. It's absolutely ingenious technology. I'm really happy with the way that the blaster feels ergonomically as well. This is gonna feel just like your Thunderbolt or your Spectrum, something nice and compact. The stock has a 5-point position. I have really long arms, so at the 5th position, it was just perfect for me. Any shorter than that, it would have been a little too short and my face would have been right up against the sight. I really like this one. This is probably my favorite automatic that I've played with. For what this blaster is set out to do, it does it in flying colors. So this one's gonna get a 10 out of 10. It's actually what I believe to be the best gel ball blaster that I've played with thus far. So if you're gonna flirt with the idea of entering the space just to try it out, plink around the house, play around with some friends outside in the backyard, I'd say you start with this. Target does have these in stock. The price is reasonable, but you could also wait for a sale. These go on sale all the time. I remember the Hydrex and the Pro Stormer going on sale not too long ago, even after they launched. So Target does throw little random sales around. You can wait for that. Either way, I really don't have any negatives. You know, you get your destroyed gellets every couple hundred shots. It just happens with every blaster. I will say that ammo is very important. You want to shoot premium beads only with these blasters. I would say go with the Gel Blaster brand, maybe the classic Splatterball brand, but definitely the Gel Zone ammo is probably the best that I've tested. All this other Chinese ammo, it just disintegrates before it even fires the barrel almost every other shot. Super annoying to play with. And if you're going to get into some kind of competitive gameplay where shots do count, I would say to stick with Gel Zone. I was getting at least a 90 to a 95% consistency with ball ejection. Having said all that, if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay blasting, foam fam.